Hi, I'm Susan Kayne. This is a segment from an interview with Edward Doyle at the Dublin Horse Show. Edward is an international show jumper, breeder, trainer, and sales agent. In 2012, his homebred Flexible won the World Championships with America's Rich Fellers. In this segment, Edward talks about the nuances of jumping the Puissance Wall. Enjoy the interview, and I hope it helps you with some high jumping in the future. You have quite a record in the Puissance class. That is a gigantic jump. What is it like riding down to that big wall?
I suppose you could say insanity or stupidity might go a long way. But it's a buzz to ride down to something that big. And I still haven't got the right conclusion what way you should ride down to it. But different horses, different things. I've had different horses now jump Puissance, and they've all been successful. This year is the first year, I think, in 9 years I don't have a horse for the Puissance. It's a very particular horse. Sometimes you have one, sometimes you haven't. This year I haven't got one, so I can have peace tomorrow evening.
Well, when you ride down to a huge single fence like that, are you looking to get to the base of that jump? How do you know where to take off for it?
Yeah, every as it goes up, the horse needs a little bit more room away from the wall, and it's difficult. You know, when you start riding down, you have the whole length of the ring, like you're forever coming down to it. It's not like a six where you say get in every 2 strides, you got to jump. And just to get them organised, some horses like to come a bit faster, some like to come a bit slower. And I should say I haven't perfected the ideal way to ride down to it yet, but we do it different ways on different horses.
Well, as you're going down to it, what are some of the things that are going through your head? I mean, are you really focused just on finding that takeoff distance and then dealing with the rest of the jump and crossing the jump? Is it incremental?
Well, when you come around a corner, you start right down to the first thing you try and do is have enough impulsion and collection, and then is finding the distance. For it to work, when you get to 7 foot, 7'5", everything has to come together, and that's what happens. It doesn't work every day. That's why you'll jump it one day and the next day maybe you won't.
When you're in the air, does it feel different than a big vertical that you're on over a Grand Prix course?
Yeah, the horse has a maximum big amount of effort to put in, and when they get up that high and they're working that hard, it gets difficult to sit on them. Like last year we rode down to 7'5", and the last round the horse was a bit awkward at the top of the wall. And okay, he took the top coping up, but whatever way he landed, I was sitting beside him on the ground.
Well, hopefully the next time you'll stay on.
Maybe that's why I haven't got a horse in it this year.
So once you get over the top of it, and now you start your descent and your landing, I mean, there's got to be a concern. You want to come back quick enough because you've got such a drop, but at the same time, if you come back too quick, they're going to come down with the hind end. How do you stay balanced through that descent and through the landing?
When you're coming down, they should have by then cleared with their back end. You know, it is a fence that you stay very upright in the air to give them time to come up in front, and you sit as quiet as possible. But at that height, it's maybe not always that simple. But no, you do what you can on the day. Sometimes you do better jobs than others.
Well, we'll look forward to watching the Puissance. I'm sorry you won't be in it this year, but perhaps next year. Now, I know that our viewers at home in America, when they see this interview and learn that you are capable of training horses to jump gigantic fences like that, they'd certainly possibly be interested in some Irish bred or Irish trained horses. What is your stable name? Where are you located? And how can people contact you?
We're located in Kildare. Punchestown House is the name of the house. And it's just 10 minutes from Naas off the N7, and contactable in the phone book. It's very simple, contact me.
Edward has a really fantastic website. It's www.edwarddoyle.com, and there you can learn about his history, his accomplishments, achievements, horses for sale, and really all good things show jumping Ireland. I hope you enjoyed this interview, and to continue to see the best of everything equine from the Emerald Isle, please tune in to Ireland Unbridled every Monday on HRTV, the network for horse sports.
Ireland Unbridled, brought to you in part by Tourism Ireland.